So now we're going to talk about just a mixture of examples that are actually from the textbook, which will be very similar to your homework. And remember, what I have here on the top is what we ended the last video for duplicate items of the summary for this section. Permutations means no repetition. You have one where you pick everything. The second one is where you only pick part. The third one is if you have repetition in the items that you're picking from. Counting principle works if there is repetition allowed. It works if there are different experiments going on or specific locations. So again, I want you to read each one of these, pause it, try to work it out. You're not going to get every single note right, and then unpause and listen to me talk. So number 1, 3 different routes that Cassidy can walk from home to post office, and 2 different routes that she can walk from the post office to the bank. How many different routes can Cassidy walk from home to the post office and then to the bank? First thing you need to be clear on is we are talking about how many ways. This is not a probability question. So in this case, we have walking from home to post office and then from the post office to the bank. So we have 2 different experiments. So this is a counting principle problem. So we have 2 different pieces. Walk from home to post office. Walk from post office to bank. So if we read this, we have 3 different routes from home to post office. And we have 2 different routes from the post office to the bank. So we always multiply to figure out how many ways when we're using the counting principle. So my answer is 6 different ways. Again, pause, do number 2, and then check your work. Assume that a password to a logon onto a computer account is to consist of any 4 digits or letters. Repetition is permitted. Right off the bat, repetition is permitted. That tells you you have to use the counting principle. Determine the number of passwords possible. So, number 1, we have 4 different pieces that we're doing. And this we're going to be careful. The one that we did earlier had certain digits and certain letters. This one says 4 digits or letters. So this could be a digit or letter. This could be a digit or letter. Digit or letter. Digit or letter. Remember, there are 10 digits and there are 26 in the alphabet if we are not worrying about sensitivity of case, meaning capital and lowercase. So in A, it says the letters are not case sensitive. If they're not case sensitive, we have 26 letters, right? 26 letters, and we have 10 digits. So for each choice here, we have a choice of 36 options. And repetitions allowed, so for every single spot, we have 36 choices. Again, you can type that in your calculator that way, or you can do 36 to the 4th power. Again, please practice plugging in this into your calculator. 1,679,616. Remember to practice with what you have. You are only allowed to use a scientific calculator. You are not allowed to use a graphing calculator for this. So if you come to campus, they will loan you a calculator to use. The best one to use is the TI-30XS, but if you figure out where the buttons are, you can use a different scientific calculator. So going to B, we still have 4 options, and it's a digit or letter for each one, because that was the definition of this original problem. But in this case, the letters are case sensitive, and what that means is for my letters, I have 26 capital letters and I have 26 lowercase letters. So I actually have a total of 52 letters. Digits is still 10. Repetitions allowed, so I have a total of 62 choices and it repeats, so we're okay. But I want you to get in the habit of writing below the blanks if you change something or if something's not allowed. So we now multiply across, and this is also 62 to the 4th power if you want to use that If you're not sure how to use the exponent keys, again, there are videos in the Canvas shell to show you how to do that. But when you type it into your calculator, you should get 14,776,336. So you can see why actually when they talk about passwords way back when, they didn't say anything about case sensitivity. The reason why they added case sensitivity is that we've now increased the possibilities of each choice. Now they've also added in there that you need to have some special symbol in there. That again also increases how many choices that you have. Go ahead and read number 3. Pause it. Try to work it out. So going to number 3, we have a trifecta at most racetracks consisting of selecting the first, second, and third. Now my first question for you is repetition allowed? You cannot get first and second, so no repetition. Order does matter, and that's going to be important. If order matters, that is a permutation, and there are 7 entries. So the total possibilities is 7. And we are only choosing 3 places. So this is a 7p3, which again, if you wanted to go back to the formula, that means 7 factorial over 7 minus 3, which is 4 factorial. 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 factorial over 4 factorial. Those cancel. You get 7 times 6 times 5, which should give you 210. But yes, you can use in your calculator and just write 7p3, 7, probability, picking number 1, 3, enter. Gives me the 210. My math lab is going to show it to you mostly the black way that I have up here. I am okay with showing it the purple way, but I also want to just mention real quickly, you could use the counting principle on this problem. This is one of those that you have choices, because we have 3 different pieces that we're choosing. It's kind of like the pictures. You have 7 choices for the first place. Once you've chosen that one, you only have 6 of them to put in the second, and then you only have 5. So it's 7 times 6 times 5, which you should have noticed is up here. That gives you the 210. I'm not going to mark you wrong. You use whichever way clicks in your head, but you got to be careful. Sometimes you're going to have to use permutations, and it's a shortcut to use on a lot of the problems. Go ahead and read number 4. Try to do A, B, and C. So we have a DJ, 9 songs. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 5 slow songs, and there are 4 fast songs. Each is played only once. What does that mean? That means no repetition, which is really important when we're talking about a permutation. In how many ways can a DJ play the 9 songs? And if they're playing all 9 songs, okay, they're not going to repeat a song. So they're only playing it once. The song A can be played in any order. So that means my first choice is 9, then 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So that's using the counting principle. But I want you to realize, even if you did use the counting principle on this is a permutation. It's like that picture, you're using all of them. So even if you had written this out, you should realize that's 9 factorial. You can put that directly in your calculator, and you should get 362,880 different ways. So this shows you, like, if you're picking stuff for, some type of recital or something like that, there is a lot of choices if you're not giving any type of locations for what you're talking about. So going to B. B is going to put more criteria on it. It says the first song must be a slow song. So the first song has to be a slow song, and the last song has to be a slow song. So remember, these are my options. This is what you're starting off with, and you're not repeating yourself. So for the first one to be a slow song, we have 5 choices. Once that one is picked, how many slow songs do you have left? You have 4 slow songs left. And you have to fill out, if there's any special criteria on a location, you have to fill those out first. So now I want you to remember, we now have 3 slow songs left, and we still have 4 fast songs left. It doesn't tell you anything about the rest of the locations for those pieces. So in this case now, since it doesn't tell me like it has to go in a specific order, otherwise we have 7 choices. So 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And again, you can put this in your calculator. You can realize that it actually is 7 factorial times 5 times 4. That's fine. Or you can just type it all directly in. Just double check what you have. Your answer should be 100,800. So notice by putting that first criteria and last criteria, we still have a huge amount to choose from, but we have definitely shrank that amount down. So looking at C, we have the first 2 songs must be fast. So fast and fast. So remember, we're starting off with 5 slow and 4 fast. So I have 4 for this, and I have 3 for this. So that now has taken that down to 2 fast songs. Nothing else is designated, so I have a total of 7 songs left. So 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Remember, we're multiplying here. So I really have 7 factorial times 12, because the 4 times 3 is a 12. Or you could type it directly into your calculator and get all of the answer. So you should get 60,480 as your options. 2 last problems. Again, pause and try to do it your own. So number 5, we have Mrs. Hernandez and her 3 children go shopping at a local grocery store. Each of the children will be allowed to select 1 bottle of fruit juice. On the store shelf, there are 12 bottles of fruit juice. So that's my total options. Each bottle contains a different type of juice, which that's showing you there's not repetition allowed. How many ways can they select? So we have 12 bottles, and order matters because it matters which kid picks which juice. If y'all have any kids, you definitely know that this would matter if you were doing this. And it's saying that there's no repetition because all of the juices are different. So this would be 12P3. And if you put that in your calculator, that should be 1320. Last one, number 6. It says how many ways of permutations can you get? So this is a piece where we have duplicate items. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 letters. And then my E repeats 1, 2, 3. My F repeats twice. The C doesn't repeat. The T doesn't repeat. The I doesn't repeat. So now I'm going to start with the total amount, which would be 9 factorial. And what we divide in the denominator, we take each of the letters or numbers that repeat, but remember it has to be in parentheses. So if we're entering in this piece, we would do 9 factorial divided by, make sure you open your parentheses, 3 factorial times 2 factorial, which remember again, you don't have to do the factorial for that one because it is just 2. Close it, and we get 30,240 ways.